What's going on, my fellow cryptopreneurs? I hope all is well for you today in the land of crypto. Quick video here. I just want to point out a video I made a few days ago. I want to point out the similarities. Well, I guess I better draw lines in there. For those of you that didn't see the video, what I was talking about was this area here. Get my magnet on. Try not to turn this into a longer video than it has to be. This area here, which marks the previous high from the previous cycle back in 2017 hit about $20,000. And the all-time high just recently set up here at about 73 or so. The similarities. Okay, let's zoom in on this where we're at right now today, because that's what people care about. First of all, you know what I want to say? There's one thing that does bother me about this whole analysis. First of all, two things. First of all, I don't like being in the herd mentality on YouTube, right? When everyone starts saying this is going to happen, then sometimes it just doesn't, right? And now Wall Street and the big boys are involved, so watch out for that, right? I don't like being in the same super bullish sentiment now. I didn't mind it a while back when I said, yeah, blah, 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 like last week. But now it's like everyone's saying basically what I said in that video when I first seen it come up here and get rejected. One thing I don't like, mostly the thing I don't like, I should say, is this volume down here. Let's use blue arrows today. It's fun. This volume down here is so small. And I looked on the internet to see if Femex was like not using all the total volume or something, but I think this is pretty much correct. And, volume, Bitcoin volume around the world. And, This is low. Look, see how small it is. This massive giant pump we've had, right? This $33,000 pump we've had since the start of October. Look at the volume. See how short that volume is. What that says is that no one's really selling, right? It's low volume, but no one's selling, so that's why it's skyrocketing, right? And then if you go back over to the left, you see the big battle between the bulls and the bears, right? Lots of selling, lots of buying. And it just bothers me if something happens in the world. Even a goofy FUD story could spark something. If something bad happens and people start selling, this could come down hard, right? And I just want to say that real quick. I'd say 44,000 to 45,000, about this ballpark here, is if something stupid happened, is about where it would stop. Now, if something super stupid happened, it could come all the way back down to 30,000, 31,000. But let's not talk about that. That volume does need to be mentioned. You can see right there how low it is, and that does bother me. It really does. But let's move on. Let's zoom in. What I'll make this video about. So here we are. This action right here. See how this is happening? It comes up, it fails. It's rejected at the previous all-time high. I mean, even though it's set a new all-time high, right? It's this area, 70,000, 73,000. It's rejected. It's currently back up above the previous all-time high from November 21. But we're looking at 73 now is the barrier to beat. And I'd be real, if you want to just keep buying Bitcoin on the spot market, I would give the green light for that. Just keep buying. But this could be real treacherous trading through here. What I've been doing is I've just been buying chainlink over on Robinhood on the spot market. Right? If you need to satisfy action, if you need action, right? I would suggest just buy chainlink on Robinhood or wherever you want to buy it. Just on the spot market, no leverage. Dogecoin also has potential to pop. In the previous video, I said, $1, but $2 is not out of the range of possibilities. Who knows what's going to happen for sure when it gets real frothy and super ultra overheated, ridiculous, euphoric nonsense, right? Dogecoin could be one that could really, really, really go. And anyways, I said I didn't want to make a long video, but okay, come up to 73. It's rejected, comes back down, big hard crash, right? Big hard crash. That crash there is from there to there is about. Oh, I got my stupid magnet on again. When I want it to be on, it's off. I want it to be off, it's on. Maybe I should pay attention. Okay, 18% correction, and then now it's pumping back up, as you can see. I have a gut feeling it's going to get rejected from this area earlier. I actually placed a little short earlier and got out of it for profit when it hit 71, came back down to 69.8. I got out, but I don't want to talk about that. And what I want to talk about is what I compared this to last week. Okay, this is where I first got into crypto, end of November 2020, or maybe right through November 2020, and I want to show you the similarities. Now this is a lower price, so that you have to expand this. But look at this, right? Because it's a lower price, right? But look at the similarities with that, right? It comes up, it gets rejected from the previous all-time high area. It comes back down. Let's measure that. Now I talked about this before, but I didn't actually go into. I didn't measure it. I haven't started. This is the first time I'm measuring it now. Look at that. Look at that. 17.3%. Quiet, Cook. I got a cat howling in the background. About 17.5%. So that's the first time I measured that. I just eyeballed it and thought it was pretty similar. But it says fractal, right? It comes up, rejected, crash, pops back, right? Pops back up. See that? Rejected again. This is the daily chart, daily candles. Rejected again, right? Boom, comes back down, and then just kind of sits here for about 2 weeks. What is that? 7, 14, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks later. Kapowie, right? Super kapow. But that fractal, right? I didn't go into depth in my previous video. Look at this. Look at this. Here's where we're at now today. Boom. Rejected. Almost the exact same percentage. Right? I could have monkeyed with the measuring stick there and said, "Oh, it's exactly the same." But I mean, what was it, 17.5% compared to 18%? It's basically the same. And now what's happening? Boom, straight back up, and it looks like we're gonna come up and test that again, right? I just thought that was interesting. So I guess I already made this video a couple days ago, but I wanted to fire this up to show you now that it's actually coming to fruition. The first half of it, there it is, right? And then that previous fractal from back then goes like this, comes back up, fails, and then kind of does this for, what was it? About another, what did I say, 2 weeks or so? And then kapowie, right? So that's what we're looking at, more or less 73,000. That's showing 74 there. Move this line up. There we go. That's just real treacherous trading. If you're using leverage, I would, if you're not super experienced, I would not really do anything right now with leverage, because this could very easily just like, because of that volume so low, this could very easily just go ha 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 50,000 suckers, right? You got to watch out for the big players. And like I said, I don't like being in the herd mentality on YouTube, and so just watch out for that. And I guess I don't got anything else to say. watching for it to get up here, and then I would say when it's up above here, and it looks like it's about ready to rip, that's probably a good indicator. I mean, I don't know. You have to. It's just tough. It's a tough spot right now. It really is. I'm kind of torn for the reasons I already mentioned. I guess I'll stop talking now. I sure hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what you think down in the comments section. I'm out of here. Have a good night, morning, whatever it is.